Welcome back. The NHS has just endured its worst June on record, with performance figures in A&E last month more typical of the toughest days of winter. Just 86% of patients were seen within 4 hours. That is a 4% decline on a year ago and is well short of the target, which is 95%. As doctors and NHS leaders warn the service will face a permanent winter, our health correspondent Paul Kelso visited Croydon to see how the staff there are coping.
A summer shift in A&E at Croydon University Hospital. But the change in the weather has not brought a respite from relentless demand for services. An ageing and growing population means that for staff here and across the NHS, the seasons are blurring into one.
From our point of view, it's been no different from winter. We're seeing same numbers of patients on certain days that we were seeing back in January and February.
So this is the new normal?
I think this is going to become ways as things to celebrate that we are getting people to live this long.
The sense the NHS now faces a permanent winter is borne out by the latest A&E performance figures, which show last month was the worst June on record.
Here in Croydon they have a new emergency department, but they're seeing 3,000 more patients every month than they were a year ago. That's a 15% increase, which means staff are having to work even harder to keep up with demand.
The lady in 13.
Victoria and senior sister Lulu are running the emergency department today, trying to make sure as many patients as possible are seen inside the target of 4 hours.
Quite difficult to manage, so this is why we have the process of going through everyone that's coming up to 4 hours, so we understand what's the doctor plans, what's the plan for the patient, where they're going to be next, because any delays it's not very nice for the patient.
Mervyn is a typical patient. He had a major stomach operation a month ago, but he's back in today suffering, albeit with a smile, from a heart problem.
People are living longer, and you've got to look at it that way. Things have changed a lot, and people are more informed now,
The surge in patients coincides with a national staff shortage at every level, but it's our ageing population that poses the greatest challenge.
In Croydon in particular, we have multi-morbid patients, so you do well to keep people alive, but the longer they live, the more complex their needs become.
The NHS serves its patients rain or shine, but inside many hospitals today, you can no longer tell the difference. Paul Kelso, Sky News in Croydon.